Here comes Wonder Boy to Liverpool so proudly. He's got to shut till up cause he done called him out. See, nothing much to say when you know you're gonna fuck till up. Yeah, yeah, Wonder Boy. Your karate's too much for his power. Wonder Boy, won't you please go and save the day and go fuck till up. Yeah, they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. It's Tony time, bitch, I don't care who's fucking with me. Staying away from tiramisu's a struggle for Khabib. You don't wanna fight, you wanna cuddle with me. My elbows are knives and I'ma cut you with these. I don't really give a fuck who's with me. If this fat fuck will make weights a big mystery. If you were smart then you would probably pick me to submit Khabib at UFC 223. To submit Pettis at UFC 229. Tony time, Tony time. I knock out, sometimes I choke. I might be the lightweight GOAT. If my leg didn't get broke, would've probably beat Khabib. Then moved up and fought Woodley. Either wait for GSP. You don't wanna mess with me. Tony time, Tony time. Despacito. Hey, ¿qué pasó, amigos? Cierren la boca, puto. Españolitos en la escuela. You know they call me Mr. Moreno. My submissions are hot like they jalapenos. Ask the Mexican fans, they'll tell you that they know Sergio Pettis is faker than homemade pesos. This fool better put respect on my jiu-jitsu. If I catch you slipping, I am gonna submit you. Heard you got a car bomb put in your Hummer. Oh wait, shit, never mind, that's your brother. Hey fool, you can't be fucked up, ese. This big Sergio, fool. They call me the Phenom, puto. Hey, you call me faking, now it's time to beat your culo. Brandon Moreno is a pinche puto. Chupe mi huevos when you chupe menudo. Pinche puto. Hey, fuck Brandon and fuck his jiu-jitsu. He ain't about to choke me out, I'm about to choke this dude. He thinks he can submit me up in Mexico City. I'ma do him like police did and leave this boy shitty, then I'm gone. It's full time.
MMA.
Well, the boys round here don't have no fear. James Vick's been talking shit, so I'ma kick him in his rear. I'ma kick him in his legs, then I'ma punch him in his ear. Yeah, I'ma knock this fucker out, then I'ma buy us both a beer. You see, I've had a long day with training and stacking hay, so I don't got time for all your bitching and whining. I don't know what you were thinking when you signed up to fight me at UFC Lincoln, but you had to be drinking. You had to be thinking that you were actually decent, but I'm about to prove you're not when I beat your ass this weekend. They call me Justin Gaethje, and I know you fucking hate me, but the fans all love me, and you they don't fuck with. Beat your ass, then get another truck with the money that I won and give the rest to my honey. See, the boys round here don't have no fear. We're fighting in the UFC and it's just you and me. Sing along while I get me a beer. Yeah, see, the boys round here don't have no fear. We're fighting in the UFC and it's just you and me. Sing along while I get me a beer. Yeah. Wow, Justin Gaethje, it's clear that you're fucking crazy. If you think that you can see me, I'm John Cena and you're Stevie. We both know that you can't beat me. You're riding a losing streak. In your fight IQ, it stinks. Every fight you be taking beatings, and I'm not gonna take it easy. Yeah, I'm coming for your rank, and I'm coming to put that performance of the night bonus in the bank. And I'm not the one to play with, most dangerous and underrated. If you ain't know, they call me James Vick, and now let me hear you sing it. The boys round here don't have no fear. We're fighting in the UFC and it's just you and me. Sing along while I get me a beer. Yeah, see, the boys round UFC and it's just the you and me. Sing along while I get me a beer. Yeehaw! What's going on, full-time family? It is time to talk some MMA news. It's your host. What's my name? My name is Mark. I got a name for this. My name is Mark, and today is going to be a different show. It is High Noon MMA.
It's high noon.
Just so you guys know what's going on. We're going to talk about these shows, and we're going to do it in a different fashion today. So what's going on to the full-time family? I see we got Jay Skills in the building. We got Stamina MC. We got Forward in the house. London calling. What is going on? We also got Blaze One Sports in the building. Forward says Aldo at 155 needed in my life. Well, we might be seeing it. We might be seeing it sooner than you think, Forward, because Jose Aldo is answering Conor McGregor's tweet after Jose Aldo kicked some ass this weekend in Brazil. He defeated Renato Moicano. Now he's riding a 2-fight winning streak, both very impressive, as he just finished Jeremy Stevens the fight before this. Conor McGregor was impressed. This is what Conor McGregor had to say on Twitter. He said, "What an amazing atmosphere at UFC Brazil tonight. I would love to compete there for all the passionate Brazilian fans at some stage of my career. I was so close to securing a bout in Rio last year. It was essentially a done deal. Maybe next time. Vai Murrr. I'm still here." What's shaking, says Adrian Lavier. What's going on, Adrian? How's it going today, man? Howdy. Jay Skill says, "That's what's up. Aldo versus McGregor at 155. Well, that is a potential. It could be Aldo. It could be Cowboy. It could be Holloway. Either way, I think Conor's still going to be staying at 155. But Aldo versus McGregor is definitely a possibility. This is a rematch a lot of people have wanted to see for quite some time now, because we didn't really get to see much of a fight in the first fight. You know, it was, a 13-second ass whipping, and after that, Conor McGregor went on to do big things, move on to another weight class, capture another title. And since then, fight Floyd Mayweather, and since then, get smashed by Khabib. We know how that went. I'm him. Sup, full-time fam? What's going on? I'm him, 247 in the motherfucking house. What's going on? So, Aldo's responding to McGregor's call out. Also, Alexander Volkanovski. He's called out Jose Aldo. Saying a little too soon, Junior. Although Volkanovski's on his way up. He's in the top 5 now, I believe, and he's on a 5-6 fight winning streak, and he's been beating ranked fighters. So, with that being said, I do believe Alexander Volkanovski is due a big fight. He's maybe one fight away, but these guys have their mind set on the gold, and Jose Aldo might have his eye on this McGregor rematch. As far as Alexander Volkanovski, he said, "Well done, Jose Aldo. Let me know if you're looking for a quick turnaround." Jose Aldo says, "Sorry to that guy. I don't know." He said, "But you can be sure if you want to fight in Curitiba, I have the opportunity. If I have the opportunity, I'm in." So as far as Volkanovski, he's saying sorry to him. He's probably more interested in the Conor McGregor call out. And as far as that Conor McGregor call out, he said, "To me, it would be great. I don't know if this fight was close in Rio. It didn't get to me. But I have the opportunity in a division above. That way, I don't have to suffer through the weight cut. I think it'd be a great fight." I think in the first fight, I wasn't able to show my work. He connected with the great punch. But if you have another opportunity, I think the story is going to be different. And if you look at how Jose Aldo has been fighting as of lately, man, he's got a great point. I mean, if he doesn't get knocked out in 13 seconds, you do have to ask yourself, how does that fight play out? Well, we haven't seen Jose Aldo at lightweight, so that would still be interesting as well. But that would be another great fight for Conor McGregor to come back to if he's not going to be fighting against either Khabib for sure. We don't want to see that immediate rematch. What's going on, CFR Sports? CFR Sports in the building. Make sure everybody check out his page. Aldo's the GOAT, says Mr. Perfect 2005. "I don't know if I'll be able to fight for the title again." Aldo says, "If I get that, I would have to negotiate the contract, sit down with everyone. I'm not trying to take advantage of anything, but I'd like the opening to test myself in other sports. Maybe Jose Aldo would like to do some boxing, some soccer, football. You know what I'm saying?" He has shown interest in that. Shalom and balance, says CFR Sports. You too, brother. You too, brother. So, yeah, Jose Aldo's responded to Conor. He would be interested. Conor has shown interest, so that's just another option for Conor McGregor. But there's also been some legs to a potential Max Holloway rematch. And we know he wants that gold back from Khabib, so it will be interesting. Full time salute, says BJ Johnson. What's going on, brother BJ Johnson? How's it going? We also got to talk about this today, you guys, on the show. We got Kamaru Usman confronting Ben Askren prior to UFC 235 press conference. I saw this video. I was like, oh, shit. I had to get my popcorn for a second. Ford says, when's the next panel, bro? Got to hype my boy Israel. We can do a panel. I worked this whole week, so Saturday before the fights or someday we can do a panel. Maybe one of these days before work. I wake up early enough, so I'll just say like Thursday. I'll plan it for Thursday. That way I can get it planned and stuff. We'll do one Thursday morning. Forward says, yeah, that's the next panel. But I've been working this whole week, so I ain't really had a whole lot of time. All right. Yo, if you need some no-filter MMA opinions, I'm in, says BJ Johnson. Yo, I bet you can hop on the panel too this Thursday. Right now, I would have to get my headphones and headset and do all that for a panel. And I don't have much time because I got to be to work in about an hour and a half. So, this Thursday for sure, we'll get started a little earlier. With that being said, Stipe Miocic still clamoring for that title rematch. He said, fighting Daniel Cormier means more than the UFC title to him at this point. And that's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because we know Stipe does want to do. This reminds me of recently, who was it? Tyron Woodley? Or no, it was Kamaru Usman. He said he'd rather put his hands on Colby Covington than fight for that title. And I was like, oh shit, Colby, you better watch the fuck out dealing with that man. He's pretty angry with you. But Colby is not going to be fighting Kamaru Usman. But that's what that reminds me of. When Stipe says that he would rather fight Daniel Cormier than fight for the title. Now, with that being said, that's still a sticky situation because we do know Daniel Cormier has been talking about retiring. Honestly, his retirement date was going to be next month. I believe his birthday is in March. Shout out to the March babies. What's going on, everybody? I do believe his birthday was going to be in March, and that's when he planned on retiring. So if that's the case, he's probably only going to fight one more fight and be done. And that's either Brock Lesnar or Jon Jones. And if he fights one more fight past that, that's probably going to be Brock Lesnar or Jon Jones, whichever one he didn't fight in the first fight. So, unless he fights a whole nother fight, I just don't know when Stipe Miocic is going to have time to fight Daniel Cormier. Now, we'll see. Things can happen. Maybe Brock Lesnar doesn't make it back to the UFC. And maybe the UFC throws the bag at Daniel Cormier. You know what I'm saying? Quick question. You doing this accent the entire stream? Love the commitment. This isn't an accent, buddy. This is not an accent, sir. This is High Noon MMA. And I'm your host, Mark. Oh, love the commitment. Country talk time. Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier rematch means more than UFC title. So, yeah, man, I don't know if we will have time to see Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Do a Tony impersonation. Tony time, baby. I don't got a good Tony impersonation, man. I don't got a good Tony impersonation. Really, I've been impersonating, you know what I'm saying, biracial hip-hop character this whole time. This is the real me, you guys. What's your predictions for UFC 235? 235 or 234? 234 is coming up this weekend. I'm going to get to working on those predictions probably tonight at work when I get finished up with everything. Should have some time to start looking into this weekend's fight card. Stem MC says if Brock falls through, it's Stipe next. We hope. Stipe, yeah. So Jon Jones, Stipe. If Brock falls through, Jon Jones, Stipe, I think are the only 2 and 9. Unless Corey Anderson starts to kick some serious ass. Corey Anderson versus Gustafsson. What if he knocks out Gustafsson in the first round? I don't see it happening. Alan Clark says, love that song, Tony Time. To be Tony. Hell yeah, sir. And 234. Well, 235, I got Jon Jones. Ooh, the Woodley Usman fight. I can't call, man. I cannot call that fight. I really can't. I do not know who's going to win that fight. I'm kind of going with the champ because he's the champ. But, boy, Usman's a tough matchup, and he's a motherfucking stud. He's a savage. Boy, he'll fuck something up. Whew, that's a good fight. I don't even can't call that one. Askren versus Lawler. I think I got Askren. Who else is on that card? 234, Whitaker, Gastelum. Think I'm going Gastelum. Who else is on 234? Adesanya Adesanya Silva. Boy, that's closer to me than a lot of people think, man. Like, I lean Adesanya, but I really think Anderson Silva might have something for all you motherfucking doubters, because Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all fucking time. I tell you that right now myself. That's the truth. Anderson Silva might have something for all of us motherfucking doubters at UFC 234. You going to go to work talking like this by accident? Yeah, actually, this is how I talk at work. This is how I talk at work. I work around a lot of white people, so this suits me a lot better. BJ Johnson says Kunis Kai versus Renault. I think nope. That's gonna be at UFC Wichita. I'll be there live, sir. That's where Kunis Kai versus Renault's going down. I'll be seeing that one live, sir. Nicholas Moss says I got Jones versus Woodley, Askren, Zhang, Munoz. Ooh, Munoz versus Garbrandt. That's a good one. I got Garbrandt, boy. Cody Garbrandt on the comeback. You got Cody Garbrandt fucked up, but Pedro Munoz is a beast. He's a beast though. That's a close one. That's a close one. They're not on pay-per-view, I don't think, BJ. Yeah, no, they're not. They're at UFC Wichita, UFC Fight Night 146. You see there at the bottom of your screen beside that hashtag. All right. So, Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. This is what Miocic had to say. He said 100%. It's everything. Just because I know I'm a better fighter, I believe I'm a better fighter in my heart. I felt like I was winning the fight. I felt like I kind of got off track of what I was doing, not doing my usual and listening to the game plan, and just kind of overstepped what I needed to do, and he caught me with a punch I didn't see. I'll say this to this day, he doesn't hit as hard as Francis Ngannou, but it was just right on the button where he needed to be. And that's interesting. I never even thought about that before Stipe said that. If DC knocked your ass out, right? What the fuck if Francis Ngannou hit you on the button, boy? What in the hell? You know what I'm saying? Ngannou didn't get the opportunity. Whether he wasn't skilled enough, didn't have the energy left after, being grinded out on the first round, whatever the case was, he never got to connect. But boy, could you imagine if he did after seeing that? I didn't even think about that before Stipe said that. Stipe said, it wasn't like he was wiping the floor with me. I just knew I was the better fighter in there. And let me tell you something. Next time it happens, next time we fight, you'll see a different fighter, a whole new me. A lot has changed. My plan, of course, is to get that rematch. I've been saying this the whole time. We'll see what happens. Just right now, I'm in the gym getting better every day, loving life, enjoying my daughter every day, watching her grow up. Stipe Miocic, a new father. He's got a whole lot more to fight for now. He wants his belt back. I think Stipe Miocic definitely deserves a rematch, and if Daniel Cormier gets done bullshitting with Brock Lesnar, who seems to be back in the WWE, this would be a great fight for the fans. It's the fight we want to see, and I think, honestly, Stipe Miocic, he might have something for Daniel Cormier in the rematch. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Just like Aldo and McGregor. Who knows, man? Who knows? First fight Daniel Cormier came in, he is an underdog, I think, in that fight versus Stipe, and seen what happened. So who the hell knows how that rematch goes? Same thing with Aldo versus McGregor, man. We got some great fights, great potential rematches, but we got to see if those fights fall in line. Can you say in an Italian accent, Alfredo Fettuccine? I don't think I have as good of an Italian accent, but I probably could butcher it for you. L42 says, it's interesting you said you couldn't call the Usman Woodley match. People are saying the same to themselves. Woodley more powerful punches. Yeah, man, that fight is super hard to call. That for me, that's like 50-50. 51 Woodley, 49 Usman, because he's the champion. But that is a fucking tough fight for me to call, man. Full time, I like Bisping calling fights. How about you? I do too. Bisping's awesome at calling fights. I mean, between all the fighters they got calling fights, I think it works great. These guys know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're in the moment. They ain't in there, they're probably not going to be the ones that are great for the John Anik position who puts in the advertisements, but Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, Dominic Cruz, I like all of them as commentators calling fights. Alan Clark says Stipe can win. Possible. Yeah, he could for sure. BJ Johnson says Stipe was definitely winning that fight. Woodley baby says Alan Clark. Woodley at 100% beats Usman 30%. Yeah, that's true. But what about Usman 100%? Fuck that. What if Usman's 100% and he's on his game? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about like 105% Usman? What's Woodley gonna do then? Devontae Bartholomew says, I'd love to see Bisping, DC, Rogan, Cole fight. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I like Bisping, Cormier, Cruz. Yeah, me too, Alan Clark. Askren would beat Usman, says Devontae Bartholomew. That's a good one. I don't know about that. Hey, we didn't watch it. We didn't watch the video. We talked about it, but we moved past it. So this is the video of Ben Askren and Kamaru Usman backstage. I seen Usman do. This motherfucker be getting rowdy backstage. For what, motherfucker? What you gonna do? You gonna ruin your career and your opportunity back there, dude? This is the second time. He did this with Colby Covington. Colby Covington was just looking down at his phone. Usman said, what's up, man? Saw that shit you were talking. Keep that same energy, Colby Covington. Colby looked at his phone, man. He looked down at his phone. He sure did. He didn't want no smoke backstage. But honestly, who would? We get paid to fight. What the fuck am I about to fight you for, dude? What the fuck are you confronting me backstage for? We ain't gonna make no fucking money. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lose my title shot fucking with your ass. And now you right here with Ben Askren, you gonna lose your title shot backstage. What you gonna do, man? What if Ben Askren, you know what, let's play it before I talk anymore.
Yeah, Chelsea was an all-star.
Right here, we're going to get
South Florida.
Inhuman.
But you made it.
Chelsea was an all-star. Me and Marty sit next to each other? Marty, do you know me? Yes.
How do you know stop?
I know you because we used to hang out. We used to hang out at the little training center.
Be quiet.
Okay.
You don't know me.
I offered to fight you. I mean, there's not much more we can do.
Ben just asked a simple question. He just said, can me and Marty sit next to each other? Simple question. We go way back. You know, it's like if you go to some new class, right? Let's say you're in college, something, you're even wherever you're at, right? You go to a new job, and you see somebody that you knew from back in the day. Hey, and you said, can we sit next to each other? I know him. We go way back. Can me and Marty sit next to each other? So now you want to get all in my face because I know you as Marty, man? You know me? You know me? Yeah, I do know you as a matter of fact, motherfucker. We're both wrestlers. We both came up wrestling, dude, remember? You were a big fan. And Ben Askren was on Arrowhead One to show. He said he's going to drop a picture. He's got a picture of Usman coming up to him and taking a picture with him, and he was wearing a fake Ben Askren funky fro. Do you know me? You were a super fan of mine. Yes, I know you, boy. What are you talking about? Now you want to ruin your time? What if Ben Askren pushes you back, dome checks you? What are you gonna do then? What you gonna do? Dome check, boom. Now you want to fight, right? In front of Dana, in front of everybody, in front of all these people, you want to fight. You didn't come meet me at the gym. You didn't come check me over where I'm training. You didn't come say, what's up with that Marty shit, boy? You didn't come train me where we can scrap it out backstage. No cameras. Nobody's fights get ruined. Come scrap it out with me. Let's have a burner in the gym. You didn't do that. Now that you got a damn camera crew walking behind you, our boss is right here, you want to fucking get in my face? What the fuck? Where they do that at? I don't know what the hell's going on there. But that don't seem smart. What you gonna do? But you got a title shot coming up. You gonna fuck around and get Colby Covington back in the picture, trying to confront me, bro. Ben Askren's fighting Robbie Lawler. He ain't even fighting for a title. You got more to lose than Ben Askren. He didn't say, "What's up, Marty?" The B word. He said, Can me and Marty sit next to each other? Simple question, man. I don't understand where Usman was coming from here, boy. I just don't get it. It shocks me. I don't know. You got a lot to lose there, brother. But we will move on. We don't got a whole lot of time on today's show. Probably about, 5, 6 more topics, 30 more minutes-ish. We'll also chop it up a little bit with the family. Stephen Thompson spoke on the MMA Hour with Luke Thomas. Said Stephen, he believes that Israel Adesanya will school Anderson Silva. That's what he had to say. He said, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think it'll be competitive. I mean, from watching Anderson Silva's last few fights, he just wasn't the same. I think whenever he broke his leg when he fought Chris Weidman, it took a lot out of him. I think he was out for a very long time, and he just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if he doesn't have that drive or that timing like he used to have. He just felt very slow and didn't have the timing like he used to. Oh, shit, what about Wonder Boy versus Anderson Silva? I watched that fight, honestly. Wonder Boy's talking like he wants some smoke with Anderson Silva. Am I tripping? He's talking like maybe not. Maybe he's just being honest. He does sound like he's just being pretty honest. You ask him a question, he's going to be honest as Wonder Bread, and that's what he's doing right there. That is facts he's spitting right there. He said, I spent some time with Anderson Silva and Lyoto Machida when they were training in Black House, California. This was before I was in the UFC. I was looking for management. My brother-in-law, Carlos Machado, knew the guys over there at Black House. So I spent a few weeks up there training with Anderson, which was a dream come true for me coming from a karate and kickboxing background. Anderson Silva was like my idol. So was Machida, especially with his karate background. And from sparring with him and seeing him then and seeing his last few fights with Michael Bisping, and I forgot who else it was, it's just, there's a difference. There's a big difference. That's a great point. He didn't look great against Brunson. He didn't look great against Bisping. That's true, but he's still got some tricks up his sleeve. He's still a crafty veteran, man. Y'all gonna fuck around and make me pick Anderson Silva. Fuck everybody counting out my boy. He said, I think Israel's gonna go out there and school him. I mean, it would be cool. I think it would be very cool to see Anderson, him being the veteran, go out there and just finish him. That would definitely put a smile on my face, but I don't see it happening. And we'll see, man. We just seen Aldo. He got a win. He was a veteran. Who else fought with Aldo, the other veteran? Not the main event, because that was Marlon Moraes and Rafael Assunção. Another veteran got a win, a big win, Brazil, this weekend. I mean, veterans, they ain't all the way out of it. Like Jose Aldo versus Renato Moicano. That's similar. Adesanya, he's a motherfucker, though. But so is Renato Moicano. So what's really going on? So it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Well, Stephen Thompson, that's what his thoughts on Adesanya versus Silva. But I think he also gave his thoughts on Whitaker versus Gastelum. He said Robert Whitaker's definitely a different fighter from when I fought him last. His takedown defense is ridiculous. His cardio's out there. Like the guy, he don't get tired. Like Kevin Gates. I mean, wait, he's fighting Kelvin Gastelum and he don't get tired. Interesting. Kevin Gates versus Kelvin Gastelum. Okay, nobody. But Kelvin Gastelum is the exact same. He's got very good hands. Gastelum does. He's got great wrestling. But I think Robert Whitaker's going to come out with the win. He's got longer reach. I think his movement and his striking, his combinations, put together well. Better than Kelvin's. And if Kelvin Gastelum gets overwhelmed with the striking, he's not going to be able to get Whitaker down. I don't think that. Whitaker's a beast. He's huge. I remember standing in front of him facing off with him at 170. I mean, big barrel chest, big arms, big shoulders. And I saw him not too long ago. He's massive. Pause. He's not a big 185er. He's just solid, which is great. I'm taking Whitaker on this one. And Wonder Boy does have a win over Whitaker way back at 170 back in the day when Whitaker was just a baby boy. Now he's moved up to 185, became the champion, took out killers along the way. Now he's going to be taking on Kelvin Gastelum, which on paper you would probably say Whitaker wins this fight, but this is a different style matchup here, man. I mean, for me, that one's kind of like, I guess, I really think Gastelum's got a good chance as far as the stand-up is concerned. I don't think either one of these guys are going to be looking for that takedown, or I don't think either one of these guys is going to get tired, honestly. I don't think Gastelum's going to have a cardio issue coming into this fight. He's got some dangerous hands, man. Great boxing. And I think with that being said, he's actually got a really good chance to win this fight. Now, Whitaker's probably got a slightly better chance because he's a proven fucking monster. Whitaker, I mean, beat Yoel Romero twice. He beat On the Way Up. What he did to Jacare was just what? Yeah, I mean, we look at what he did to Jacare compared to what Gastelum did to Jacare. It's like, what? And it was earlier when Jacare was even more dangerous, arguably. I mean, so that's interesting. I mean, so you think Whitaker wins this fight, but styles make fights. And Gastelum striking, you could say, is better than both of those guys. Jacare, better than Yoel Romero, his boxing. So if this fight stays standing, Gastelum can come in here for the knockout. Don't forget I told you that, because it's a very real possibility. Styles make fights. Be interesting to see. It's coming up this weekend. Demetrius Johnson making his prediction for Tyron Woodley versus Kamaru Usman. He's a guy that has fought both of these guys. Someone said, are you talking like this on purpose, or you just get back from Kentucky? Yeah, man, I was out visiting my family in Kentucky, getting back to my roots. I took one of those 23andMe's, and it said I had a lot of Kentucky in me. So, yeah, man, I just got back. So, what's going on, bro? Let's get Johnny Walker on the show. He seems humble as fuck. That would be awesome. I'm trying to do that, man. Johnny Walker on Ariel Helwani's show said he used to fight on shows for free. Johnny Walker's a fucking monster, man. Yusuf says Kelvin's really good, and I think he hit harder. Robert, to me, is a 50-50 fight. I'm with you. I think it's 50-50. Costa about to beat Yoel, too, says BJ Johnson. I hope, man. I don't know, man. He can, but I'm kind of pulling for my dog, Yoel. But Demian Maia is a guy that has fought Tyron Woodley and Kamaru Usman. I have 23andMe, but I'm scared to turn it in. Too many possible babies out there. Yeah, man, turn that shit in, man. We might be related, man. You know what I'm saying? You might be my cousin. Big J MMA says, I agree Kelvin has a good chance of KO Whitaker. Me too. I think that's a very, I mean, Whitaker's going to have some. He's a, great kickboxer as well, but it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a real good fight. Damian Maia says, as far as this fight goes, UFC 235, Tyron Woodley versus Kamaru Usman. He's one of the guys that has fought against both of them. Kamaru Usman, I think, actually did a little better, but he didn't tear his labrum in the fight as Tyron Woodley did, and when he set the record for the least punches thrown in a welterweight title fight. But it'll be interesting to see Damian Maia's prediction. He said it's an extremely tough fight to call. To be coherent with what I've said, I believe that Woodley, for all that he's shown, is a slight favorite. But I have a feeling, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, because I fought him. Usman's a very well-rounded guy, aggressive at the right times, but he also knows how to apply the rules. I think Usman will be the champion. I don't know if it's now, within 1 year, but I believe he will be the champion someday. I agree, man. Usman's a motherfucker. Telling you right now, I can't wait for that fight. Woodley versus Usman, I can't call it. Woodley does have, I mean, I know, he's got his hand in a lot of different shit, man. And I know he's dedicated and he says he does it at the right time, but my boy's literally dropping a whole fucking album, dog. I mean, I think music videos. He's doing the TMZ, and he's got the Champ Camp that just started up. I'm definitely going to be checking those out to make sure he's still working hard, which I'm sure he is, because he's the champ, and that's what the fuck he does, and that's why he is one of the greatest welterweights of all time. But as of right now, man, you got to be focused on Usman. You can't be thinking about no other fights. You can't be thinking about no other jobs. You can't be thinking about no album sales. You can't be thinking about no doing no shows and performing no concerts, shooting no music. It's going to be hard to do that and TMZ, and I don't know what you got going on with the acting, but bro, this is a motherfucker in front of you. This ain't no disrespect. This ain't no Demian Maia. This ain't no Colby Covington even, who's tough. But I think Usman might be just a little tougher. That's me. Whitaker might break something, says Bubba G. No, Yoel Romero going to put IV Costa out, says Jay Skills. He called him IV Costa. That's my motherfucking dog, Jay Skills. Let's fucking go. Keep it real on him. He called him IV Costa. That's fucking crazy, bro. I didn't expect to see that. He said, yo, chill. You gotta chill. He hit him with the heat. BJ Johnson says, much. Yo, what did I just read? And he said, yo. BJ Johnson says, Maia just proved he's still a beast. Yeah, Demian Maia is still a beast. That's the other veteran that just won over the weekend. That's the other one, was Aldo and Maia. Veterans will come out here and get W's. Don't get shit twisted. They both fought killers. Demian Maia fought Lyman Good, who's like, 18-4. Beast, though. He's a fucking beast. Demian Maia took him down. Like fucking Woodley or Usman would do him or anyone else. And got that first round submission. Demian Maia never been fucking around. That focus thing is bullshit to me. All that other stuff falls apart without champ status, and he knows that. Nobody needs to be concerned with Woodley's focus, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think you could use that with a lot of people to fall off. I mean, Cyborg wasn't in as much stuff, but I was starting to get a little. I was like, "What's going on?" Like the Bad Baby video kind of threw me off, and that was the only one thing. But after a while, you kind of get and not only that, she was starting to, I think, look forward past the UFC contract coming up. Like, am I gonna go to Bellator? Am I gonna go to boxing? I mean, I think if you're fighting at the highest level, and it's not a complete mismatch, you can't be focused on shit outside the octagon or outside your next fight. And that's for anybody at any weight class. If you're Stipe Miocic, I mean, anybody, you can't be thinking about Brock Lesnar next. I mean, and so yeah, I don't know. I think there's something to the focus thing. BJ Johnson says, did he get caught without throwing a punch? Uncle Don says, Knuckles by decision, Woodley by decision. What else we got for the show? Ali Abdelaziz claims somebody recently tried to kill him. He spoke with Ariel Helwani. He said, this is what happened, man. It's just wild shit. He said, let me explain to you. I was poisoned. Bad. I was dying. Somebody tried to kill me in New York. Somebody tried to poison me. I was in the hospital. I don't know. I was poisoned. I was in the hospital 2 times. Doesn't matter. I don't want to get into details. Somebody tried to poison me. Somebody tried to kill me. And so, with that being said, I believe it was, I think, what did they say? They say he went to a restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. How he ingested, whether somebody poisoned his food or drink. He said he isn't sure. Saying he's not sure how he ingested the poison. So, now, this actually is pretty I don't know. Because this is maybe, when did this happen? I need to know the timeline. Because this could be part of the reason that the commission was talking about that speech, and possibly punishing fighters for stuff that they say in the future. And it was partly because of some of the stuff Conor McGregor said crossed the line in the lead up to the Khabib fight. Luke Thomas is fully equipped fugitive full-time UFC Super Chats. Yo, I don't say that 5 times fast. Fully equipped fugitive full-time. What in the fook? Thank you very much for $2 in the Super Chat. Still, I know it says Luke Thomas, but don't get it confused, guys. That is not the real Luke Thomas. But I do appreciate the 2 in the Super Chat from the fake Luke Thomas. Thank you very much. Connor flew kites on Ali Personal's life. I mean, yeah, that type of stuff. He called him, a rat? I don't even remember the exact words he used. A terrorist rat. You call a motherfucker a terrorist, you know what I'm saying? And now this dude, he was in New York? He was in New York. You can imagine in New York, they don't play that terrorist shit. So you accuse somebody of being a terrorist, now they're getting fucking poisoned. You could kind of link those things. And maybe that's what they were talking about. When they said, you got to watch what you say. But still, I mean, I don't know if that's a one-time thing. This has happened one time. And you have to wonder, where would that go? What can you not say? Can you not use the word terrorist? Can you not use the word mother? Because he also said some shit like, where's Noah? What if it was some pissed off person that said, you know what, I don't like deadbeat dads? And what if somebody just assumed he's a deadbeat because of Conor McGregor? So we don't know where it came from. How do you know what to censor as far as these fighters' speech? How do you sell a fight if you can't talk trash? Can I say, oh, I'm sure his mother's going to be there? Would Kevin Lee have got fined for what he said at the press conference? That made a fucking epic press conference moment. Would McGregor have been fined at every single fucking press conference ever? Would he even fight? Would he say, man, fuck this, I'm not even going to fight? What the fuck? I mean, for what? Man, this is a whole interesting. I don't know, man. So, with that being said, I don't know why somebody would try to kill Ali, but that's kind of what I think about, whenever I think, is it because of his name got dragged through the mud and the whole Conor McGregor Khabib situation? Uncle Don says every insult was worth $1.5 million in extra coin. Say it sells fights. It sells fights. Luke Thomas is crazy in the chat. The fake Luke Thomas. I'm not even going to read that out loud, bro. That's crazy. You should know it would. Running out of things to say, says Uncle Don. But yeah, so, man, glad to hear Ali Abdelaziz is doing well. He's still one of the best managers in the game. I don't know nothing about this man personally. I didn't grow up with this man. I don't know the details, and I ain't going to believe, I don't know. I ain't read the book I don't know no book on this man. I ain't read no book. So regardless of all of people's personal shit, because that's none of really our business, fucking regardless, what the fuck you gonna do? Learn about his personal shit and judge him or some shit? Like, what the fuck? So regardless of that, if you're talking about what he does as a MMA manager, this man is one of the greatest, if not the greatest. He gets his fighters title shots, whether they deserve them or not half the time. He gonna get you a title shot. He gonna fuck around and get you a rematch. He gonna get you good fights. Ali Abdelaziz, as far as his MMA manager resume, is impeccable. This man is clearly one of the best in the game at that. So, with that being said, we got a couple more things to talk about. Aspen Ladd still shocked by Holly Holm's scratch. Pleads with the UFC to give me a fight. Yo, man, let me make sure I don't got who this is. Yeah, okay, it doesn't say what website this is because I'm not trying to put nobody on blast. But I read this article, right, because, I'm kind of interested in this topic because my girl Nunes is going to be fighting my girl Holly Holm, and I can't wait for that fight. I've been wanting to see that fight for a long fucking time. But I was like, okay, let me see what Aspen Ladd has to say. Let me tell you, man, this shit was... I was like, what the fuck am I reading? All right, so it says, Aspen Ladd still shocked by Holly Holm's scratch. Now, when you read the article, she literally says, I'm not shocked. Tell me if I'm tripping. I just want to fight. I'm not chasing a title. I'm really not. I'm 23 years old. There's a lot of people I need to fight, and I want to fight as often as I can against as many people as I can to make a name for myself. So there she's saying, I'm still young. I'm not even rushing to fight for the title. So I really ain't tripping about losing this Holly Holm fight because I don't care if I win because I'm not trying to fight for the title this early. Or is she saying she don't want no smoke with Nunes? No. She's just 23 years old and it's early in her career. She said, we're all in the UFC. We're all good. I've only fought a couple of them. Give me a fight. Even if it's not Holly Holm, just give me a fight. And then as far as that's concerned, right after that, she said, I've been hearing the same stuff we all have with the rumors. I wouldn't be shocked. Okay. I wouldn't be shocked. There's not really many options left to fight Amanda right now, so it makes sense. If the fight happens, it's definitely not surprising to me. All right, so yeah, I was just like, wait. I thought the title said she was shocked. I was thinking like, oh, did she feel like she got super offended by this? Like, oh, the UFC fucked me over. Not at all. That's not what Aspen Ladd is saying from what I'm getting from this. Aspen Ladd is saying, I'm only 23. Just give me a fight. I want to fight all these girls. I'll fight them all. I ain't chasing the title at 23 years old. I'll fight Holly. I'll fight any of these girls. Just give me a fight. I wouldn't be shocked if Holly fights Nunes. It wouldn't be surprising. Oh, I thought she was shocked. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, so Aspen Ladd's actually not shocked if the UFC books Holly Holm versus Amanda Nunes. She just wants a fight. I don't know, pleads? Like, they said she was shocked and she was pleading. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. I mean, but that being said, this is the last thing to talk about, and honestly, it's a little upsetting. The UFC Wichita poster has been released. It's going to be... I lost my fucking accent for this. That's how upsetting this was. I almost made it to the end of the show with a fucking accent the whole time, guys. But I seen this and it upset me. UFC Wichita, the poster has been released, and let me tell you, it is one of the shittiest posters I've ever seen. I love the fight card. I'm going to be there. Somewhere. Fingers crossed. Heavyweight, your official UFC poster is here. Bruh, it's like nothing, bruh. It's like, what the fuck is this? The Dallas Cowboys theme or something? It's literally just like the Dallas Cowboys colors. It's like navy blue and silver. The fuck are we, Dallas Cowboys? Well, make this poster in Dallas, dude. The fuck? When you look to the left of the screen, you see the Whitaker vs. Gastelum poster. That's one of the best posters I've ever fucking seen. Coming to Kansas, we didn't put too much into that. We're going to use 2 colors. And we're done. Fuck it, though. We'll still be in the building. We still going to be in the building. But I got to make sure they got fucking, what's that shit called? Metal detectors, man.
You don't know what the real grind's like.
Shit.
You don't know what the trials and
$1.99 in the
tribulations
super chat.
that I've
Check
been
out
through
my
in my
channel,
life.
y'all.
You don't know
love
that I
this
was sitting
channel.
on couches
Who
and my
was
mom
that?
worked 2
Super
jobs
chat
just to
coming
provide
through
me
with the
food on the table.
advertisement. Astro Art. Never seen you before, but thank you very much for the $1.99 in the super chat. Check out his channel, everybody. Uncle Don says, only if you send me a dick pic, Astro Art. Wait, was Astro Art in here before he said that? How did you say that before that even came through? Someone said it was probably Noah. You motherfucker. Chill. Check the name. Dude says every time she talks, she says mostly untrue things. 90% of facts wrong. Oh, you motherfuckers in here talking politics. Uncle Don says JDS should jab away to an uncomfortable decision. Give your hypothesis on the fight. On Derek Lewis versus Junior Dos Santos, man, on my fight, I think Junior Dos Santos is coming back to bang, bro. He's looked great in his 2 fights back since being found innocent. He fought Blagoy Ivanov, and then most recently, he had another big win, Tai Tuivasa. Now he's going to be fighting Derek Lewis, another very winnable fight for the former UFC champion, Junior Dos Santos. I think on the stand-up, he has the advantage. Derek Lewis ain't going to come in to wrestle. Derek Lewis's chance in this fight for me is the chance that he really has in all of his fights, which is that chance to, that clutch gene, the fact that he's been down, but he's never out. He could be down the first 2 rounds, fuck around, come back, get a knockout. So, I mean, Derek Lewis, you can't count him all the way out. But I see Junior Dos Santos probably winning this fight. Bro, your profile pic, I'm dead, says Astro Art. Astro Artist, he, says Luke Thomas. Uncle Don says the MMA hoes love Tiger Life. None of that shit. Where's the bagel bot when you need him? I'm going to have to manually time this motherfucker at. Time out. Did I time him out? I don't know. I tried to time his ass out. The fuck? Lewis gonna body him, LMAO, says Astro Art. Think so? That'll be interesting. I don't know, man. I got JDS, though. But with that being said, guys, that's really the end of the show. That's all we got to talk about. I'm got to get ready for work this next hour, get my podcast together and such. So thank you guys for coming through and checking out High Noon MMA.
It's high noon.
Nah, this was just a fun thing. We talked about the MMA frontier in the past, so figured I'd do a show like this, see if people thought it was funny. Jay Skill says, salute full-time, giving sure name, peace, dog, full-time fam. Bukal Muay Thai, full-time fam. We out. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming through. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the